Oh my God, here we go again. Oh God, bloody show. Show that needs your life. Oh, save me, everybody. Save me. Let me delete my audio. Listen to the same shit day, Groundhog Day. Sometimes.
In the face of changing conditions, Boomerang AI stands resilient, ensuring that your trading strategies stay not just effective but ahead of the curve.
Today.
Data-driven insights form the backbone of Boomerang AI's narrative. Every decision is informed not just by data, but by a comprehensive understanding of market trends and opportunities.
Entertainment purposes only,
this
ladies and gentlemen.
About trading. It's about navigating the financial landscape with a deep analytical understanding that propels you towards success.
We just sort of thought we'd go live
in
twice.
In the fast-paced world of decentralized finance, DeFi, a game changer has emerged.
At the moment, they're just playing
wonderful.
A little video.
That is just absolutely great.
Play around with that a little bit. Grace is playing a video. Aren't we lucky? Grace is a disgraced judge. Yes, she is. Search for Grace. I've got her name now. Grace Zumba. What's her name? Grace Zumba. Eyewitness News, and you can watch her on the news where she was publicly reprimanded for her behavior.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a shocker. Doesn't have any friends. Lives in a little huddle of an apartment with her husband, I believe. All right, let's see where we're at. Come on, start talking, guys. Don't leave all the talking to me. Now, if you're in here, you can welcomely to come on stage, ask a question, pop a question into the chat room, and let's see what we're going to do. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like anyone's talking. Is that just me, or do they have technical errors instead of just me? It would be nice.
Give me a second. Sorry about the delay.
Sorry about that.
Now, Alice, would you go ahead and play some music,
They run these by amateurs. They use them as mules, just like they use mules to cart drugs around. They use Grace as a mule.
Alice, can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you, Grace.
Yes, I'm playing music.
Who's playing music? Well, that's not working. You meant to be doing your job. Found out yesterday that Carl Miller rents a caravan on somebody else's land. All this time we thought he had his own land. And also Carl Miller, which should be in here today, but we're desperately trying to cut me out of here. He got dragged to the courtroom for smacking his niece on the ass, and she pressed charges of sexual harassment against him. But the court dropped the charges. So maybe it didn't happen after all. Hey, Robert, nice to see you in here. What the hell are you doing in here, mate? You've been talking to Cindy, haven't you? I sent her a message today. Woo, woo, woo. Go get him, Dan. We've tracked $140 million worth of money in this scam alone. It's quite amazing, really. Oh, thank goodness they fixed that up. They've banned me on Zoom because I'm sharing people's personal information, but I've managed a way to hack into Zoom without having an account, which is actually a laugh. So that's what I'm doing here, mate. How's your bird? Oh, there's a kitty. This is for under 18-year-olds now. Something's gone terribly wrong. CC Perkins really knows how to do a background picture on her phone with her own photo in the background. That looks fantastic. Let's have a look at C. Perkins. Oh, she must have heard me. Come on, put your head back. No, she's changed her background picture. Let's go to gallery view. So you meant to begin a presentation, and I have a sneaky suspicion Grace is trying to find this morning's meeting and play it again. And if it is, then we might actually let them play that recording. And if you really have to watch the Boomerang recording, you can actually go back and watch the morning show. Same thumbnail as this one, without the message the host left the room. However, if we get a fresh presentation, we'll go through that. Oh, I just got food all over my mixer. That's not good. I'm having a pancake. It is 11:05 a.m. in the morning of 23rd of April. These guys were meant to release this is their third attempt of releasing their app that's meant to do arbitrage trading. And even though the website that they put online is hosted in India, because of the rain that they had in Dubai, they claimed they had to empty the server room out and they couldn't get it going. So I don't know how that works. And Sharvis, the company owner, CEO, who used to work for Sam Lee, which has got the Sam Lee's been charged for his connection with a $1.9 billion Ponzi scheme called Hyperverse, has actually been charged by America. That's to prompt Australia into charging Sam Lee because he's an Australian citizen. And if Australia does that, then they might be able to expedite him out of Dubai where he lives. And then they'll find out that Sam doesn't have any money because he had 2 checks he wrote out for just under $1 million bounce and spent 3 days in jail in Dubai. And he's currently got a travel ban. I won't see him traveling anywhere soon. But anyway, that's where the scam originated from. I've just rung the liquidators in Melbourne because I have the money coming in from a country to a country through a legitimate company in a company. So I rang up the liquidators and see if they want to know what intel I have, because this is all about money laundering. This is all about human trafficking. This is all about people using people to get commissions, because it's multi-level marketers, bastards. Don't care what they sell, what product they sell. They don't care if it's true or genuine, whether it works or doesn't work, because they just want the commission they get from selling these friggin' packages or licenses. Okay, she's put music on now. And I must have burnt my pancake. I'm not very happy about it. Okay, guys, come on. What are you waiting for? Oh, look at this. They're even going after the people that are in wheelchairs now. That's just not on. There she is. She's gone. Oh, she escaped. Anyway, Robert, you're more than welcome. That's sort of a nutshell. This is Boomerang. This started off with a company called Hypertech. And they started doing presentations where people could buy memberships to show their support, and they'll get paid rewards. Then they rebranded Hypertech to Hypercapital to Hyperfund, Hyperfund to Hyperverse, Hyperfund to Hypernation, Hypernation to Hypercosmos, Hypercosmos to Hyperplanet, and then they went to the very end, and they called it Diversal. The Diversal theoretically bought the debt, and everyone could transfer their tokens that are worth shit, nothing at all, from one platform to another. And then
all right, thank you so much.
That's enough. Back to you, Grace. Tell us a bunch of lies. Disgraced judge.
Thank you.
Judge Zumba.
All right, thank you so much. Sorry about that.
That's okay, Gracie, baby.
Technical snafu there. Just wanted to make sure everything is set. Okay, great. So
they opened the chat room.
Good evening. Thank you for coming, and welcome to US
Chat
Prime.
Disabled. I learned from that last time.
We have an event for you this evening.
Oh, exciting times.
When we get started, we'll go ahead and do the presentation. Somewhere along the line, we'll open up the chat so that you will be able to throw in your questions.
Brilliant.
And please, it's just questions only. And but right now, what I need for you to do is look in the chat and copy the information that is there. There is a lot of information there, playlists, and
now while she's raving on,
that is going to help you get from A to Z.
I went through the chat room in the first meeting and grabbed out all the questions that people wanted.
So open up the chat
now. They avoided answering all these questions. And I just asked ChatGPT to put a list together. I'll play that after she sucks up for a bit, or we have a commercial break.
Clearer. So tonight, what an exciting time! What an exciting time to be here. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have my video on. We have
make sure you got your
what I would call the master presenter today. The person who can deliver this presentation with such great enthusiasm. You, even if you're asleep, you wake up.
From the
okay, it will go ahead and get you motivated. But before we do that, newcomers,
you know this lady, please give me her contact details. I will ring her up
right now. If this is your first time, so you can jot down some notes and especially jot down your questions as you go through, and you will have enough time to be able to put it in the chat to whatever your questions are. I will be asking those questions of our presenter at the end of the demonstration. So all of you who have questions, please go ahead and
combine all those questions into
so.
one.
At the end of this presentation, I know
Summary
that you will
question.
want to go back to the person who invited you to ask them how soon you can get started and how do you get started. And so, and also, of course, you're going to thank them for inviting you. So our speaker this evening is a person who understands
It's going to be a
how
recording
to
of
be
Joe.
successful.
That's why she's
He understands this project with such great magnitude, but he conveys the information very simplistically so as to make it very palatable and easy to digest, something that could be quite complicated. But he does it with such finesse and such great enthusiasm and that little bit of humor that is needed in order to be able to go ahead and make a presentation come to life. Please help me to welcome man I consider a picture of
get my
success
Avengers to
and
help me with this
I fondly call Shiba Joe. Joe?
Hello, good evening. It's great to be here as ever, to be able to welcome you all. And look, we've got 200 people here this evening on the US Prime Time.
Good.
And that's amazing. And you know what that means? That means every single one of you took that first step on the road of discovery, on the road to success, on the road to learning. And that's an incredible first step.
This meeting is being recorded.
Now, we are here tonight. We are on the brink of something extraordinary. We are on the brink of something that's going to change, I think is going to change the world. Because with what we have and the ecosystem that we are creating, that we're going to create something far, far bigger that is going to genuinely change lives around the world. And it's going to be, people will be knocking at your door, waking you up in the night. Your phone will be ringing off the hook because they're going to want to get involved, because we are in a truly extraordinary place. The years that have gone by, the technology that we have seen come to the world, and yet here we are again at the first of something amazing. So I'm going to share. And my screen is visible?
Yes, it is.
Amazing. Fantastic. Let me just... Perfect. So I am here tonight to present to you Affiliate Marketing 2.0, brought to you by ARE ALL SATOSHI and Boomerang. And Affiliate Marketing 2.0 is all about the rebirth of an industry that has been maligned for so long, misunderstood for so long. And not because of the great companies that are out there, but because of all the bad people that start bad companies with one intention. And that is because we all want something better. We are all looking for a better way of doing things. For hundreds of years, we've been educated into a system where we don't know anything different. We go to school, we leave school, we get a job, we work for, was 40 years, but now it's going to be 50 years.
Right.
How long before it's 60 years?
Maybe I could.
And then what happens? What's left
of
your life?
Claims that Chavez has
and
made,
we've all realized that there has to be a better way. So we've been looking, searching, hunting
to summarize
for a better way. And the affiliate marketing industry has provided that for so many people for so many years.
Right.
And yet it still has such a bad reputation. But we are here to change that. Affiliate marketing 2.0 is here to regenerate
why they haven't happened.
that reputation in the affiliate marketing world and in the crypto space. And we are all going to do that together. Now, this is all the brainchild of this man, Chavez.
Oh, brilliant.
He's just a 28-year-old
Far better
guy.
question.
He started his first company when he was 17. And in that time,
We've got video
he has
evidence
grown to be a tech giant. And he
of
now
his
provides AI for some of
top
the
lady
biggest
saying he's never been a
companies
CEO
in the
before.
world.
That was
And he took a
days
hold
ago
of
we
this
got that.
community. And he said, we're going to do big things together.
Did he?
And this man has a
Yes,
vision, and he is a genius without doubt. And I don't use those words lightly. I say that because I've seen and listened to this man many times. And his vision for this community over the coming year and years beyond is to create secure liquidity
Right, where's the chat box? When you
and
need
to
it?
ensure long-term sustainability.
That right, Joe?
For all the years that we've been searching, we are here now.
We are here.
We are here. And
Right.
remember, if any part of your
We are
journey
here.
had been
We're in
different,
the trenches.
you may
Oh,
not
that's
be here.
dreadful, isn't it?
So I think we should all be really grateful. Now, we are a product-led company. And
Mhm.
our first product was Bitcoin Code. Bitcoin Code is Bitcoin
Yeah, but
for the
what's the best use
21st
do?
century.
What's B-Fuel do?
It is
Where does that
the
money go? It's all scams.
re-release of
$140
something
million worth of
extraordinary.
money.
Bitcoin was the birth of an industry that is now $1 trillion industry and has created quite possibly more wealth than any other industry in history, faster than any other industry
Well, that's
in history.
great, isn't
And
it?
it continues to do so. But Bitcoin is 15 years old. It can't be updated. So what do we do when we can't update something? Well, we replace it. Now, look, we can't replace Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the granddaddy and it has a strong following, and that will never diminish. But we need something like Bitcoin for the 21st century. And we have achieved that in Bitcoin Code. And Bitcoin Code is exactly the same. It is an exact duplicate of Bitcoin, but built with 21st century technology. The blockchain has smart contract capabilities, which means companies from all over the world can come and launch their ICOs on our blockchain. We don't mind using heavy industrial equipment that uses thousands of dollars of electricity every month. We use these NFT miners that mine online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So Bitcoin Code is the future of Bitcoin, and it is giving everybody a second chance to be part of Bitcoin,
Really?
as if it was back in the 2009 at its birth. But we're here because of Boomerang, because Boomerang is giving us more than we could have imagined.
Are we still in
It is
here?
giving us more than hope. It is helping us to have a
I mean, I'm
vision
literally in
that we
two
can
Zoom meetings
trust,
at the
that we
same
can
time.
rely on. Because Boomerang is a very, very simple concept, bringing together three things: arbitrage trading, artificial intelligence, and zero collateral flash loans. I'd never heard of a flash loan. Even arbitrage trading I'd heard of, but I knew nothing about. But artificial intelligence, my God, artificial intelligence in the last 10 years has come on in leaps and bounds. And now there is barely an industry that isn't using artificial intelligence. And imagine what artificial intelligence is going to be like in 10 years from now, in 5 years from now. It has grown so much and developed so much just in the last 2 years. And we are capturing the abilities of artificial intelligence to bring wealth to our community. So arbitrage involves exploiting price differences of the same asset in different markets on different platforms. For example, if an asset is priced lower on one exchange or higher on another, traders can buy the asset on the cheaper platform and sell it on the more expensive one, profiting from the price differential. Arbitrage opportunities are often fleeting and require quick execution to capitalize on the price gaps. This doesn't sound too complicated, does it? Buy it here, sell it there. But, you know, in order to do this, on the crypto space, you've got to have a deep understanding of the crypto space, of the different tokens, the different values, and the different platforms. But because of AI, because of Chavez, we can do arbitrage at the click of a button without any
give me a bucket,
experience,
guys.
without any prior knowledge, without whatever country you're in,
G'day,
whatever
mate.
your
How you doing?
educational
Not many in here
background
today.
is. It doesn't matter.
I've got to shut down
With
one
one
day.
click,
Maybe slowing down, unfortunately.
you are a trader.
We're traders? Don't think so, Joe.
A DeFi flash loan. Flash loans are a relatively new form of uncollateralized loan.
Is that right?
They're available to traders on some decentralized finance protocol-based blockchain networks.
Now, if you
This
don't
type
think
of
this
loan
is a
allows
scam and
traders
you're
to borrow
in doubt, please
unsecured
do let
loans
me
from
know.
lenders without a middleman. This is extraordinary.
This is extraordinary.
This, if you haven't clicked, if you haven't read this, and if you didn't hear it and really listen to it, or the other way around, listen to it and didn't really hear it, understand what is on offer here. You have the ability and access to unlimited funds.
What your country can do for you.
Unlimited assets
What you can
to be able
scam out
to
of your
trade.
country, fellow members.
You have the ability to trade without risking your own capital. You don't need to put your capital onto the Boomerang platform.
Oh, really?
You will have access to unlimited funds to be able to trade risk-free.
Risk-free.
This is
Well,
extraordinary.
the company's losing money, but you think you're making money.
Up till now, flash loans, as you hear, they've only really been available to the finance world, to tech developers. But Boomerang is bringing this extraordinary facility.
My boomerang won't come back.
The average
come back.
everyday
No
person.
more, no more, no more.
That's
my
us.
Boomerang.
Right here, right now. When a flash loan has been issued, the smart contract rules ensure that the borrower pays back the loan before the transaction ends.
Oh, that's
if
incredibly
this condition
sounds too good
the
to be
smart
true.
contract reverses the transaction, and it's like
Tell
the
me
loan
more.
never happened.
Tell me about how people get paid commissions.
And this guarantees the safety of the funds in the reverse pool. So this is really telling you that this is something that happens in only a few seconds, hence being called a flash loan. In reality, this is more of a credit limit.
You'll make money.
You're not borrowing funds in advance for the long term.
You won't be able to
You
wait.
will have
I'm
access
not rich.
to unlimited
like me if you
flash
sign
loan
up and give me your commission money.
that you will be able to draw on in the moment of the execution of a trade.
Jesus, mate.
So the flash loan is only a few seconds long, 20, 30 seconds.
Is that right?
At most.
No, it's instant trading between two
So let's see that here. Here's an example.
You need to do it in milliseconds.
You borrow 10 Ethereum,
not 3 minutes.
and you go to exchange A with that, and you buy your
this makes me sick. How do you
undervalued asset.
Joe?
You then move it to decentralized exchange B, and you sell it for 11 Ethereum.
Okay.
And then in the finalizing of this transaction, the flash loan is repaid.
No way.
And you now have one Ethereum
you
left
just
over.
seen another video.
And that is your profit.
You don't know how.
Now, if you were on any other platform, that profit would sit on that platform under the control of the people who own the platform.
You
then one day you'll go to withdraw.
Don't understand arbitrage rate and never had done it.
You'll either
now you're telling
find out
people
that
this
you've got to
morning
wait
this is 100%
maybe
guaranteed
a week,
the real
maybe a
deal.
month, because they have to generate the liquidity. They don't have that money laying around in a box saying John's money.
That's all right.
They have to generate the liquidity.
That's right.
Or worst case scenario, you're going to find out that you're in a scam site. They're going to want to charge you $2,000,
scam. While you're making a
$10,000
scam, people won't think you're a scam.
to do your withdrawal
Strategy there, Joe.
And that's the moment you find out that you never were really trading.
No.
You'll never get your assets out.
No.
And on top of all of that, you have lost all of the capital that you deposited in the first place.
I hate losing money on
not here.
So if I listen to this idiot, I'm not going to lose money. Sounds good to me.
Not in
Joe knows how to.
Not on our watch.
Not on
our watch. All your profits from the first cent to the last cent go directly to your MetaMask wallet.
Oh, that's
because
we're paying you
your
into your
control,
MetaMask
where
wallet.
nobody can delay
you
your
don't
withdrawal,
realize that
and nobody can
result.
prevent your withdrawal. You now have complete control, and this is unique in the industry. As if Boomerang wasn't unique enough by combining flash loans and arbitrage and AI.
Yeah.
It adds a little cherry on top.
Cherry on top.
By leaving you in
control
of
cherries
the
on top, don't you?
profits.
Anyway.
Now, this is the
What have we
user
got here? We've got a
interface
measure
as it was. For many of
fact,
you, you
to
will have
anyone
seen the new
out
user
there
interface,
interested
but we've not
in
yet had the slides
AI trading
updated.
bots.
So
are
please
not
bear with us.
new
But this will give
or
a
expensive.
good,
You can find them for
a
free.
good.
Well, there you
This
go.
will be good
That's
enough
on
for
your
an
own.
example.
A lot
of
of
how it
customized ones
works.
out there, but it's often better to just get a proper financial advisor. Thank you
So
very much.
this is the
for that
market
random name.
opportunities tab. Now, it's important to understand that Boomerang is not a trading platform. It is a trading tool.
Is that right?
So when you launch Boomerang, it goes
Uh-huh.
out into the marketplace and it finds lots of different trades and it will present them to you. Here's a trade, pick a trade. Which trade would you like?
Oh, they'll refresh in 30 seconds
Today
and they'll
we
be
will
exactly
select
the same.
this.
Try it. Go to
So once you've selected your
the
trade, you come
website
to the
address,
dashboard, you enter the first of your two assets.
app-
You then enter the
Boomerang,
quantity of the asset that you
trade.
wish to borrow. It's important
Click
to remember
on
you're not
market
borrowing
opportunities. Wait 30 seconds.
you're
and
not
watch
borrowing
them
fiat money.
refresh. Whoa,
You are
no,
borrowing an asset.
reshuffle.
The dollar value
Also,
of what you're
people,
borrowing is in the line
Please,
directly
for the
below.
love of God,
You then
don't
enter the
invest
second
in
of
this
the pair.
garbage.
You check
If
your
you want
percentage
to
profit.
get into
That's the
crypto,
arbitrage details, but that's not the
just
bit we really want to
get
know. What we really want to know
That's
is how
easy
do we
peasy.
trade?
Good
And that, of
advice.
course,
You don't need to
is by
filter
clicking
your
on that
money
little
through
button
these
that's
bastards.
all by itself,
I've got Ruby coins.
the confirm button, that little green button that's all humble and silent until you click it. When you click it, that's when the action begins. That's when the smart contract and the AI jump into action. Hand in hand, they will go and generate the flash loan, buy the asset, move and swap and whatever it is it needs to do to finally sell that asset, repay the flash loan, and deposit the profits directly into your MetaMask.
Living the dream.
Now, we have several licenses available. We have the $500 license. We have the $1,000, the $3,000, and the $5,000 license.
Wow.
Now,
really?
if this wasn't exciting enough up to this point, this should really excite you.
Really exciting.
What Boomerang is doing is guaranteeing that you will make 3x your subscription
No way,
amount.
that's impossible. It's
you will receive
You're pulling me. You're pulling me.
Unlimited flash loan facilities until you 3x your subscription amount.
That's just impossible.
So if you buy a $500 license, you will make $1,500.
No way.
If you buy a $1,000 license, you will make $3,000. If you buy a $3,000 license, you will make $9,000. And if you buy a $5,000 license,
Joe?
you will make
fed to you. So at the moment, you go to the website.
Now, these are huge numbers. These are exciting enough. But
you're not going to get any money
to add a little extra.
Trading.
So with the $10,000
amount of money
license,
that you can
you
trade,
will make $30,000
trading. That means
your
flash
flash loan
your own
continue
money.
on and
they
on
feed it back
and
to you
on
so slow
until
like filtered coffee
you hit 3x. And that means that you don't need to chase certain percentages.
Give me a bucket.
It doesn't matter if you do a 0.2% trade
or
a 5% trade or a 0.1% trade.
Yeah.
The percentages don't matter.
Don't matter.
Because you will be able to continue to trade with unlimited flash loan until you 3x your subscription amount.
There's a song about
this
that.
is guaranteed
just say
income. And all of this is attached to the We Are All Satoshi affiliate marketing system. When you join the affiliate marketing model, you are a basic subscriber. But then when you introduce a person to your left and right, and you've all bought a license, you will become a premium subscriber. And this gives you access to the entire compensation plan. And that starts with the introducer kickback. Subscribers can earn 5% rewards as introducer kickbacks for referring unlimited subscribers. This is from the third paid subscription that you sponsor.
And why isn't the platform going now?
Kickbacks
and how come you guys have no idea where Sharpers is?
Are given when all personally introduced subscribers repurchase. You then have the check match bonus. When you sponsor one person to the left and one person to the right, you will qualify to receive a check match bonus of 10%. The check match bonus is limited on a daily basis to $300 until you rank up. The capping for this check match bonus increases on subscribers as subscribers climb the ranks. So let's see that in demonstration. So you have joined and you bought yourself a $500 license.
Come on, open
you
up
then
the
introduce
chat room.
two
I've got
people,
a question
one who's
ready
bought
to go.
500, one who's bought a $1,000 license. The very next day, you are now officially recognized as a
Okay, so
premium
while he's there, I'm going to
subscriber.
read out
And
my
this is when
my
you would
question,
introduce
and
your
I'm going to
third
post.
person.
See what you guys think.
And that person buys a
Following
$500
claims from
license,
Shav
which
has
means
been
you now
realized.
qualify
The
for
promised
a
proof
5%
of reserve audit,
kickback
bank
bonus of
deposit,
$25.
3% dividend
But
payable
now,
in any
because you're
crypto,
premium,
fixed for the
you
bridge,
have also
audit of the
created a
bridge, currency regarding boomerang profits.
Okay, we have to read that again. 1 minute, please, caller. I'm going to get my question ready. Joe, shut up for a second.
From Pavel.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. Here's my question. So I'm going to put in the chat room.
Why haven't the following claims from Shav has been realized? The promised proof of reserve audit, bank deposit, 3% dividend payable in any crypto, fixed for the bridge, audit of the bridge, transparency regarding boomerang profits, clarification on Chavez or Pavel's benefit from boomerang profits, and communication from Pavel with the community. Additionally, what's the explanation for the discrepancies such as Weiss allegedly paying kickbacks and check match bonuses without transparency on boomerang profits? And the failure to deliver on promises like making everyone rich with BTCC and launching on March 1st.
Well, that's going to be a good question, isn't it? Honestly, how you doing? I'm a bit lonely in the chat room. Oh, we've got 6 people in here. That's
max
better.
bonus
Back to
of minor.
after you listen to
Your
this
potential
Joe
income
message for
from
a
the
while.
affiliate
5
model is
people now. Where'd they go?
$150. When you buy a $500 miner,
Just reading
it's
out the question.
$1,500.
They're
Or a
going to open up the
$5,000
chat
miner,
room, so we're going to
it's
get a chance to
$15,000.
chuck in the question.
When you buy a $500 license,
15.
your affiliate model potential income is $1,500. Or on the 1,000, it's $3,000.
All right,
On the
thank you very much.
3,000, it's
I thought it was quite
$9,000.
good.
On the 5,000, it's $15,000.
What I did
And on
is
the
I got all
10,000,
the
it's
claims that
30,000.
Chavis
But why do we
had
call
done,
it
and
potential
then
income?
I said to
Because we know
ChatGPT,
it
please
works.
summarize all the
I mean, I
claims
know
from
it
Chavis, and then
works.
put them into
I've
a
been
question asking
here
why
long
they
enough.
did
I've seen it working. I've experienced it working. So why call it potential? Because the truth is we don't know what you do. We don't know whether you're going to work. You may wish to come in and be passive. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. We're not here to tell you
Thank
what
you
to
very
do. We're not your boss. We're not your mother.
Oh, no, I don't want a mother.
But if you're
My
here
mother's in a religious cult.
with a vision, if you're here
If you're here.
looking for a better way to do things,
So you realise that once I ask
if you've got that resignation letter in the drawer ready for the right
I
time,
don't like my question.
waiting for that day,
Actually, I have 2
if you've already got a list of names and you're already
hear the 2
scribbling them down
questions
furiously
ready.
because you already know a dozen people, 50 people
I'm just going to stop
that
people
you
from
know
barking.
would be
Hopefully
so
you don't open up
excited
the chat room.
when you bring them to this Zoom next, then this isn't potential income. This is real income that you can have access to. What more could you want? Well, this was what more you could want. You could have the ranking system. Each time you hit a rank, you will be rewarded with a certain amount of tokens of that particular rank, but your daily income cap is increased. So when you hit Shiba, that means you've done $100,000 of business on your left and right. Your income cap is $360
Yeah,
instead
was
of
naughty
$300,
sometimes.
and you will
Put 'em in
receive
line.
$1,000 worth of Shiba tokens. When you hit Tron, $2,000 worth of Tron, $3,000 worth of Doge, $4,000 of Cardano, $5,000 of Ripple, $10,000 of Matic, $20,000 of Polkadot, $30,000 of Solana, $40,000 of Binance, and $100,000 of Ethereum. And when you hit Bitcoin rank, $20 million on the left and right, you will receive $1 million of Bitcoin, and your income cap for each day is $1,500. Now,
Right,
you may
I'm
be
going to
here
screenshot this and once again send it through.
first time,
The chat room's open.
or maybe you're still fresh in the company and you're looking at these numbers thinking, how on earth am I going to do
All right, chat room's open.
$200,000 worth of business? 100 on the left, 100 on the right. How am I going to hit any of these
All right,
numbers?
so when I post
Well,
this
let me
question,
tell you,
guys, I'm probably going to get kicked out of here.
it can happen in a blink. We are growing so fast because we have something so
First question
unique
away.
and real
Bombs away.
that your
Bombs
business
away.
can grow exponentially
Second
in the blink
question.
of an eye.
Bombs away.
If you think that we only launched
There we go.
back in October, we only launched the
Screenshot
mining.
before they kicked me out, and I got kicked. That's classic. Oh my goodness, there's a hard case. So I got a screenshot up just before you'd been removed, but I will use this screenshot to obviously, show what to do. Wow. So that's Google, not Google, Zoom Workspace. Well, that's good. So what you want to do, kids, now we did have that meeting written down. I think I have that meeting. Let's have a look. So yeah, so we need to find Google app. Yeah, it is. So I've got the meeting number here. So let me show you what I do with that information, just to give you an idea what you could do to help us fight this war against spam. I'll just check the room number, 58. And this is really frustrating for me, and it honestly takes hours of our time. Right, so this is what I'd love you guys to do. I think I got the questions in, though. That's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? So just follow that link I've just put in the chat room, okay? But just wait a second, because I'm going to show you something interesting. So first of all, the first question I asked them was this.
Can the company provide precise information regarding when the flash loan will be obtained to start trading? Additionally, can you clarify if the robot is capable of adjusting gas fees in MetaMask for low trades, and when exactly trading will commence in the new DApp? Finally, do successful trades, when converted to Matic and sent to MetaMask, require conversion to USDT for withdrawal?
Right. So that was, so what happened is this morning they opened up the chat room and they went through and everyone posted a whole lot of questions. And that's what I was actually hanging out in this meeting. And then I got all the questions I could and I cut and pasted them. And then I went to ChatGPT and as you can, I'm not making much sense here. And I basically, all the chats that you can see there in the window of all the people that were chatting and asking questions. And then I said to ChatGPT, could you please summarize the questions that people asked? And we managed to grab 12 questions. So then what I did, I said to ChatGPT, could you combine all the questions into one summary question? And that was the question that I just put out there. Now, Rob's wrote down a timeline of events where Chavis has claimed to make a whole lot of claims that never have substantiated. So then I said, please summarize all the claims from Chavis and put them into a question asking why they haven't happened. And then what we got is we got all those questions, and it come up with this last question, which I will repeat again.
Why haven't the following claims from Chavis been realized? The promised proof of reserve audit, bank deposit, 3% dividend payable in any crypto, fix for the bridge, audit of the bridge, transparency regarding Boomerang profits, clarification on Chavis or Pavel's benefit from Boomerang profits, and communication from Pavel with the community. Additionally, what's the explanation for the discrepancies such as Was allegedly paying kickbacks and check match bonuses without transparency on Boomerang profits, and the failure to deliver on promises like making everyone rich with BTCC and launching on March 1st?
Right, so now what I'm asking you guys to do, I'm just going to check something here, make sure that this works. And does it work? Yes, it does. That's so what I need to do, so I'm going to go to here, been removed. Where's it gone? Did I just, oh no, hold on a minute. I'm trying to find where oh, here it is here. Okay, I'm just going to go down here. Okay, so that's my website. And the reason I'm doing that is it seems like I used to have a hotline. And the hotline was anytime I used my email address, it seems to have gone straight to a person that was removing these meetings within 12 hours. Now, because they're using a webinar platform, they don't seem to be listening to me. The other day, we did have one of her meetings shut down. I'm sure of it, but it seems like it's really, really hard to do. So if you follow the link in the chat room, or if you I'll post this. Well, let's just do this one here first. So I put my name, and this time, instead of using danny@dehek.com, I'm actually using another email address. And they've asked me whether I want to, what I want to report. I call this fraud. They asked me if I'm a Zoom account holder. I'm going to say no this time. Are you reporting fraudulent charges? I'm going to say no. And then it's just say, reading section 8 of your policies, I see that you guys do not let people promote multi-level marketing. Okay, full stop. So I'm basically saying, look at your own terms and conditions, cowboys. And then I say, this company has been running these meetings on different Zoom meetings. You guys keep on removing them, but they keep popping up. Today, I witnessed a guy promoting a multi-level marketing opportunity once again. Please close down the account that is associated with the ID. Okay, so that's just my words. And then I'm going to put the ID in there, which is the number of the show today. And in case you don't know what that ID is, I will post it in the chat room. So now I'm going to say I have included a screenshot of the meeting that is happening right now. This is ran by a company that started with Sam Lee. America has charged him with serious fraud in connection with a $1.9 billion Ponzi scheme. This is ran by a company that started Sam Lee called WAAS Boomerang. Okay. All right. Scheme. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a couple of images in here. One, and then another one, which I think I had of him with his packages, which sounds a bit weird there, but it's true. So I'm just going to drag that in there. And I've also have a folder in my desk where I actually have the state of California's thingy, if I find it. Now, what am I looking for? The state of California. There it is. The state of California PDF. Oops, didn't work. Drag it over. And boom. So there's 3 documents that will show that We Are All Satoshi was started by Sam Lee, and also Boomerang, and also you notice that the pictures I've got, they all obviously have that in there. So I've got another couple of pictures which I will drag in here from previous sessions because I want to prove that it's associated with Sam Lee and Boomerang and all that sort of carry on. Okay. So I'll just drag that over there. Okay, so once you do that, then you go to the bottom. You have to make it you're not a robot. You tick that, and we're going to send a code through, and it's going to come through to my email, which is one of my drop shipping businesses. And then I'm going to go pick that up. Outerwear. Have I got outerwear in here? Outerwear. Oh, don't tell me I haven't loaded outerwear in it. Outerwear. I don't think I've loaded outerwear up. Don't make me load it. I don't think I have, so I'll have to go to outerwear. This is not the best one. Oh, hold it. Something popped up. Where did that come up? Here we go. Email notification. Ah, there it is. Thank goodness for that. It took a while. Okay, so I've got 7667777. Right, and that will bring back, hopefully, thank you for letting us know. So that's how that works. Right, so the other ones I wanted to show people is just, if this is the wallet address. Take it or believe it. Believe what you like. But here's $25.47, otherwise known as $25.47, which is today's fluctuation. And here are all the figures that this is their wallet paying to make these transactions doable. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, is this real arbitrage trading? This is a trade that they claim is real. So $100 comes in and they buy it of day stablecoin. And if you go down to the 4th line, you can see $98. So this trade actually lost money when it happened. So it is real trading. It's not real arbitrage trading because arbitrage trading makes a profit. But this is actually showing you these 4 lines. They get the flash loan money, they do the trade, and then they lose money. So those 4 lines show that this trade that they did lost money. They incurred some fees along the way. So this was 3 cents worth of fees. Just click a button on my screen. And then down the bottom here, the person MetaMask wallet, which was a separate transaction altogether. This is not connected to any of the other hoo-ha, but they managed to get $23.99. How is that possible? Now you might think, wow, that's amazing. But no, it's because the information that you're looking at is actually all generated from the website. So what I want to do now is I want to show you that. And to do that, I have to flip into a cleverer screen than I'm using at the moment. So let me do this just briefly. And this might alarm you when you see something like this. But this is actually the code of the website. Now, what I'm going to do, for those people that want to follow along, I've actually set up a code where you can actually see how to get exactly what I'm looking at. So let's just say I'm looking at the website. And I can't click on the logo. So let's go. I go to the website, right? And I will start this this again. But what I want to do is just stop sharing that. That's good for me. All right. So I'm on the website and I right click. I'm using Chrome and it doesn't show up. My right click doesn't show up. Anyway, trust me. Right click and I go into inspect. So now the website will take me to what looks like a whole lot of real tricky code. And if you follow my instructions, you just need to go into, the first thing you want to do is click on sources, and it's not tomato sauce. It's not ketchup. And then what you want to do is you want to go to what looks like here, app Boomerang. That's that one that I'm highlighting. And then you want to go down until you find static, which is this one here. And then you want to open this and you want to go into JS. And then you can look at these files yourself. So let's just say I'm going to make this a bit small. I'll leave it big, but it's a bit hard to see. But I go down here and I just want to look at a couple of files. So the files that I want to look at is, the first one I want to look at is opportunities. And there's opportunities there. So in here, if you're a coder, you can see that this is actually bringing up the opportunities. These are all scored out. These are ones that they must edit every now and again. But you come down here long enough, and these are the market opportunities, and you won't find anything in here more than 1.3 because they don't want you to do trades more than 1.3, and they don't want you to do trading over $1,500, and I'll show you more about that. So here is the minimum, the maximum, and the minimum percentages that you will be percented. So 0.52. You got that? Then we come down here, and if you come down here long enough, you'll see that these are actually live, because the hash means it's hashed out. If we come down here, all these hashes will be hashed out, and then you can see the live stuff that is actually happening. And these are hashed out again. There they are. So here's the live ones. So you'll never ever find a trade on their website with USD. And notice the order, USD first and then Welt, whatever Welt. Now what we do is we come back to the website and we click on market opportunities. And you will actually see that the USD one, see how they're always in the same order as these. So what I'm getting at is the page that you're looking at here is derived from the code that you see in the back of the website. Now, if I want to refresh this, they are telling people that this is refreshing and going out for market opportunities, and it's going to all the exchanges and then bringing back the results in a millisecond. Now, arbitrage trading does happen really quick, but it doesn't happen, you don't have hours of time. You actually, theoretically, they say, if you look it up, it takes milliseconds. You've got to be really quick because it's the deficiency between two exchanges before they update from the source. If we wait long enough, did you see it just refreshed? What it did, it just reshuffled. So let me prove that to you. So I'm looking for the highest trade. Now, remember, you won't find one over 1.1% because the back end of the website won't allow it. But you look at this one here. This is an easy one to remember. So we're looking at 100122. And in a minute, that there, link and USDCE will disappear. And you would think that that percentage would change because these deficiencies between platforms don't last forever. So what were we looking for? We're looking for that 100, and there it is right there. And you can see the trade is exactly the same. Now, theoretically, it's gone away to, theoretically, they're telling you this is arbitrage trading, and it's going away to the exchanges to get the market opportunities. So that's all fudged. So the next thing you want to look at, if you're into the back end of the website, you want to go down to a file called main, and hopefully I can find it. There it is, main. Now, main, if you search for a figure that we put in the website, which is 1.277, and I'll chuck that in there. I've never heard of USDC either, funny enough, but it's in the code of the website, so sure it's going to be there. But now we're going to search for that figure, right? Where is that? There. Is it there? I think we found it. It just doesn't seem to. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Try that one there. Yeah, so we've got two matches. So what happened is Rob found a whole page of 50 transactions where people were getting the same percentage back every time. So if you decided that you wanted to go away to the interweb and you follow this line. Now, this line of code, now see ARE and wealth, right? Now, if the payout rates, this is how they determine the payout rates that you're getting put in your MetaMask wallet. So if you have traded with ARE and is it wealth, and you put in a trade between $1 and $43, it's going to pay you out 1.3, which is the maximum. If you put in $43 and between 86, it's going to pay out 1.961. So all these monies that you're getting in your wallet, you've been told that they are coming from arbitrage trading. I've gone through personally at least 500-600 of these trades, and not one of them has ever made a profit. However, everyone's getting paid profits. Now, there is another point to my madness here. If we go to, they've got market opportunities. It was in my head and it disappeared there for a while. Why would it jog? Percentages. I can't remember what I was saying now. It must be too much, not enough coffee for Danny. Yes. So if we go to the bot here, now what they're telling people is, because they are locking in, instead of entering in how much money that you want to trade, they have made it with a new website that isn't functional, that you can do $10, $20, $30, $100, $150. That means that they should have actually already updated these percentages, but these are live because they're red. And if you go all the way back to the beginning, I know what I was going to show you. You can see that these haven't changed one iota. So they've literally taken down the website, told everyone they're going to launch on the 20th. On the 21st, they've put back the old website and added a page that does nothing. If you go back to, good, it's still here. So what I did is I grabbed that code. Now that code is so large that I can't actually put it into ChatGPT unless I basically grab a chunk of it. So I told ChatGPT to actually use this code that I've chucked in from their website, and I've told it to, let's read what, could you please put these into a table? So a table is a lot easier to read, wouldn't you agree? So you can see the pairs, these pairs here. So if I took that pair and I went back to the website and I put that pair in here, you can see that this pair here is the name of the pair. So there's 3 references to this. So let's go through. There we go. So this pair, if somebody picks that pair and they trade between $1 and $57, we're going to pay them out 1.3. So what they're encouraging people to do is to do small $10 trades. People realized that they didn't have a mathematical equation for trades that were less than a cent. So they used 0.006161778 as the percentage, and then the system went AWOL. And we've got examples of people that have been paid astronomical money because they didn't have a mathematical equation. And one example of that, which is this one here, which I've got in a bookmark, and this person paid $10 and got paid out $91. How did that happen? If it's real arbitrage trading. If it's not real arbitrage trading, then one would think you guys are relying on this code or the graph. Now here's the graph. So somebody trades these two and they bid between $1 and $57 and you get 1.3. And you can see when you go down here, if they bid $500, it's now 1.22. None of them go up, they all go down. So the more you trade, the more these percentages go down. So isn't that sort of like telling you something, that this is rigged so that you don't make a lot of money? Anyway, so that might help you. I don't know if it helps you, but what I'm trying to do with this video is just to show you guys that this is not real trading. Now, what's the scam then? What are they trying to do? Well, for a start, they used to give you, if you bought a $10,000 license, so let's trot along here and let's go to subscriptions. It used to be, if you buy a $10,000 license, they would give you $50,000 worth of flash loan money to play with while it's in beta. So here it is here. You buy this license, you get $50,000 flash loan. You pay $10,000 for this. The most you can trade and make, and they will pay you, that we've seen so far, is around about $800, and that's been very generous. So put in $10,000, get some play money, and they'll use your own money to pay back you, thinking that you're doing real trading. And then they tell you they're waiting for launch day. Now what they've been telling people, that you are going to get 3 times. So if you paid $10,000, they're going to open up the flash lane limits to unlimited until you get your $10,000 times 3. Now, does that sound like hyperverse? It does to me. Same deal. You buy, they drip feed you your money back, and then what they do is they push down your throat that you should be recruiting people to be in your downline, your left leg, your right leg. They've got a binary system. So is this a scam? Yes, it is, in my opinion. Why is it a scam? Well, I've been following this company for the last couple of years, and I've seen them start, and I've seen them still going. I rang up the liquidators today to tell them that I've seen money laundering going on, and I know the company that's doing it. I'm hoping they're going to ring back and investigate. The men in black, the men in blue, whatever I want to call them, they don't act very fast. We've had one person arrested in connection with the 1.9 billion one, that's Bitcoin Rodney. And you've got Brenda Chunga, who was brought in for questioning and then become an informant for the men in black, trying to entrap Sam Lee. She has now admitted her guilt in blatantly promoting these scams via Zoom meetings. And then Sam Lee has been charged for serious fraud, the rest. And now soon, any day now, Kalpesh Patel will also be charged for serious frauds. Remember, you heard it here first. This morning, last night, I think it was this morning actually. No, it was last night. I have a whistleblower. I have somebody that's going to come in here who's in the inside of this organization, who knows it's a scam. And they're going to come on my YouTube channel and we're going to interview them and they're going to tell us why they are going to be a whistleblower. They're disgusted in what's happening at the moment. I don't know if I could answer anything else in this particular video, but if I go through here, for months, they had down the bottom here how much money people have made by doing arbitrage trading, their arbitrage trading, and that's been removed in the website upgrade. Upgrade would mean theoretically working. As I pointed out, the market opportunities, you'll never ever see anything over 1.3. Why is that? Why is there never ever anything over 1.3? Because that's the 1.5 that they promised to pay people back per day. So what they're telling you is if you do bot trading at $150 and you do this, you cannot get more than 1.3 back or 1.5 back in a day. You try it. And this is why I'm after these guys, because it's just another Ponzi scheme. I hope that's my message. I just wanted to do another short video. If you haven't been on my YouTube channel, please do subscribe. I have lots of videos. I've actually just clocked over 1,000 videos that I've been doing, trying to name and shame these guys running and promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams. I've been following it way back. I know when these guys fart. I've been watching Sam Lee. Obviously, Keith Williams died on the 12th of April. I've got Jan Gregory. Last year, someone tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million, claiming defamation. They said I was a terrorist threat to my own country. They alleged I wasn't paying my taxes. They said I was involved in, what are they called? Friggin' terrorist groups. It was just shocking. But they try everything to stop me because they don't like me exposing these guys, which is just absolutely shocking. But by all means, check out my YouTube channel. I'm quite proud of my efforts to date. My mission is to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Why don't you go to work for the authorities? Well, I have got a guy, and his name is Jack, who lives in Australia, and he is actually a private investigator. He literally goes in and goes after these criminals that do the call centers. And I did actually go in there, and I'll show you a video of him. Let's go other Ponzi schemes. And well, shut up, Rob. I want to show you a video. Let's go to playlist. And let's go to view the full playlist. So what I do is I get these other guys who are doing a noble job at exposing these scams. There it is. So have a look at this. I'll just stop this screen share and start up another one so you can hear it. And the screen share.
Kumpanya apanasayran nga miapil usab sila sa investment operation.
For as long as they have been issued a secondary
How you going, Jim?
license,
Nice to see you here.
for them to be authorized to secure, trade, sell, investment. Yung stock shares, commodities.
I think it's Jack Gamble was the guy that actually organized this raid, and this was in the Philippines, and the guy that organized it in Australian. And I have actually reached out to him. We are meant to have a meeting. I might actually try giving them a ring today, funny enough. And I want to work with these guys. So yes, I do want to go and work for the authorities. But the authorities, look, I've just rung up the company that did the investigation for Hyperverse. I've talked to the men in black. I've been in Zoom meetings with them. I've been showing them this stuff. But because I don't know what they do, but they don't really want to work with people in the public. And I'm sure they enjoy the information I give them. Oh, is that right? Don't forget, Shelly in NZ has just been convicted for lion's share. What's that? I'm going to do a search on her name. Shelly, how are you surviving, Jim? I hope you're doing all right. We should. So I'm just going to have a wee search for that while we're on there. 2 hours ago. Oh, that's not the ex-Jehovah's Witness people by any chance, is it? So let's just stop that for a second. So this is hot off the press 2 hours ago. She bragged she would make history as one of New Zealand's biggest scammers. Ah, friggin' stuff. Close ads. Oh, so what's this? Let's have a read. Oh, that's great. So somebody's got nabbed at last. Well, that's one down. Lion's share. I do remember that. Where's my sound when you need it? I'll try that again.
A woman who bragged she would make history as one of the biggest scammers in New Zealand has been convicted on 5 charges. Shelly Cullen was the lead New Zealand promoter for the Lion's Share pyramid scheme, which was responsible for approximately 150,000 people worldwide losing a total of almost $17 million. Cullen promoted the global cryptocurrency-based scheme to Maori and Pacifica communities in New Zealand during 2020 and 2021. Commerce Commission Fair Trading General Manager Vanessa Horn said Lion's Share was one of the largest pyramid schemes the Commission had seen promoted in New Zealand.
I rang up the FMA, which is our financial regulator, the other day, Jim. I don't know if you heard this one before. G'day, Raywin. And when I said hello, they said, "Is that Danny de Hek?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "You know, it was me." And they said, "Oh, we recognize your voice. We watch your videos." I mean, how crazy is that? But trying to get them to do something is really, really hard. Is that another one?
What if there was another world out there?
Get rid of that there.
What if traveling?
The ad. You're kidding me. Is that a video? That's a video. So that's interesting. So yeah, we'll just carry on reading that because that might be educational for everyone listening as well. But hey, it's so awesome when you hear that people are actually getting convictions and jail time.
Cullen's convictions under the Fair Trading Act highlighted a brazen disregard for potentially vulnerable consumers, with the promoter having publicly stated, "I am going to make history as one of the biggest scammers in New Zealand." Horn said pyramid schemes were evolving with the use of social media and cryptocurrencies and could often give the appearance of legitimate revenue-generating opportunities. This case was a particular focus of the Commission as 83% of participants lost money from the global scheme, with the total lost worldwide estimated to be almost $17 million. But it also highlights a much broader risk for Kiwi consumers. We take pyramid scheme cases seriously because of the harm they can cause in our communities. People are often misled about the financial benefits of membership and the level of risk. When these schemes collapse, the impacts on most of those involved and their families can be devastating.
You know, it's interesting because I do a lot of warning. I had a guy yesterday.
The Commission was aware of new schemes circulating online, including one currently promoted by Cullen and others within New Zealand.
And I rang up a guy yesterday and he was the landlord of Carl Miller's. Now, Carl Miller lives in a caravan that's rented by the guy I was talking to. And he was telling me that he was going to invest in Boomerang because he was going to do it different than everyone else. Instead of doing little amounts, he was going to do large amounts. And I said, well, that might sound very good. He also told me he didn't know the arse end of a computer. And he said, why do I go after Carl Miller so bad? So I explained to him the whole ins and outs about what I just showed you guys over the last 20 minutes. And he couldn't believe it. And his parting conversation to me was, look, I'm going to go have a talk to Carl Miller, and I'm going to see if Carl Miller will come on camera with you and talk to you about what he's doing because he believes it's real and we want to help Carl Miller. And I said, yeah, okay. But you know what Carl Miller will say when he's been talking to Danny de Hek.
We are taking steps to reach these communities, urging them to exercise caution, and are reaching out to platforms, particularly Meta, where we are concerned about the nature of some schemes being promoted. Ms. Cullen has been promoting a new investment opportunity known as Marvi, and so we are urging communities to exercise caution around this and all similar schemes.
Now, they go after the communities. They go after the Black African community in America. They go after the Indian community. And I'm going to show you something that you might think is really unusual, but I'm going to show you it in real live action in a second, as long as that gets rid of. Okay, so watch this. We'll listen to this paragraph and I'll show you something amazing.
We think this is particularly important following the court's finding that Lion's Share was a pyramid scheme, and Ms. Cullen's conviction for the promotion of that scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal in New Zealand under the Fair Trading Act and usually involve purchasing a membership or making an upfront payment into schemes that are frequently promoted as investment opportunities. These schemes are primarily an opportunity to recruit new members rather than to buy or sell goods or services to make money. Cullen was convicted in the North Shore District Court, and a sentencing date has yet to be confirmed.
Yeah, good point, Rob. Rob just said something really cool. Would it be worth reaching out to that reporter? I could say so. What's the bet? It's Martin. And Martin's somebody that sort of like ghosts me now. But I'm just being a bit of a cynic here. But let's just see who the reporter was. Oh, my God, it's not. I'm going to ring them. Good idea, Rob. You should contact them, mate. So how do I find them? Stuff News. So let's see if I can reach out to them. I'm just going to go. Anyone want to find their details? By all means, please do. I'll go to Twitter first. And I'm going to ring them up if I can. All right, something else I wanted to show you guys. If I can find this reporter, that would be a laugh. People following. I'm already following them. How can that be the case? No, hold it. People following, unfollow. That's going to be handy. Look at that, guys. We've got 1 following 7 followers. And it doesn't even say who they are. But anyway, I'll go find them. I might just say, message requests. Is Boomerang a scam? Oh, my goodness. Yes. Is Boomerang a scam? Yes. Yes. This video. Okay, is Boomerang a scam? It kind of makes me laugh when people ask me that question. But I'm glad they're asking. That's what we want. I don't want people assuming that it's not and then investing. If they see this video, I'll just send that. Right, so I will try to get that going. One thing I do want to show you guys, we did have something interesting in this this whole thing, which I forgot what I was going to do now. I got distracted again. A bit tired today for some reason. We're worthwhile contacting the reporter. What else do we have? Scam with room. Jack Gamble found Steve Reese Lewis, a different person. That's amazing, though. She bragged she would make history as one of New Zealand's best scammer. Well, she probably has done that. What was I going to show you? I did have something really exciting to show you, but I can't remember what it was. That's how good my memory is today. But it's great to see stuff like this in the paper. I will try reaching out to them. What else have I got here? Connections. I was going to play a video, and right, I've got a phone call coming in, and that's basically me. I'm going to get this phone call. But thanks very much for being here, guys. That was just a quick update on what's been happening, and we'll see you guys in the not too distant future. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.